it, and I can tell you, we have gotten everything from they thought they had done it to they didn't receive it or didn't see it.
Yeah.
It could have gone to their spam. That person is not with the district anymore, and someone else is assuming that role. So it has been a kind of a large variety of reasons it has not been completed. And even for a few people, even after we sent them an email with the information, they still haven't gotten to it. I even had some where they're off for the summer, and so they weren't responding to these type of emails during this time. They're working on getting ready to go back for the fall. So we've gotten a variety of responses that we're going to go back and really look at how we can solidify that a little bit better for future communication, not just for the survey, but future communication in general, be it this consortium, be it, we want to know if there's a need for certain types of equipment or supply, whatever that need is. We want to really do something to solidify the communication track that we have. It wasn't so much that any of the emails were even wrong; they were right. It's been a comedy of a number of things that's done it. So, Justin, I say don't necessarily feel bad. It happens. We're going to have to figure out the best way to approach it. And like Cindy said, this is the first year it didn't come from us directly. And so that may have contributed to people kind of looking at it and thinking it's something else when they look at the header and put it to the side to finish really read in depthly at another time. So it's something that we'll have to work our way through. But in the meantime, this definitely will be closing July 31st. We have a response rate of around 37%, which is pretty not not good at all for us, for Louisiana, not just because we want to be able to respond, but it allows us to be able to do that evaluation of ourselves, of where we are and what our needs are, and identify what resources are required in Louisiana. And so we won't have a good feel at all for what that is.
I was going to ask too, in addition to, like I said, he might not have known it came to him. I know for a fact East Jefferson's director is not the person you have listed as the director. She's
and that's
down. Right.
That's the
that is some. Well, let me say this with East Jefferson, which has been interesting. They've been one of my most interesting ones because I was doing Region 1. Is that the number that we even have is for the business office?
Yeah, nobody's going to answer that anymore. I think they have one person in the office.
Yeah, they don't answer it and they don't respond to messages. They actually leave a message and there's no response to messages. I called the hospital and they say, wait, let me give you a good number. And they gave me another number to the business office. So I don't even know how to get in touch with them to see who is the right person. So
I have a contact email, Gail, that I will forward to you for the person who does their education and their administrative assistant type stuff and other stuff over there with billing. And I'm sure if you reach out to her with the email with, what you need to get done and who does it need to go to, she could probably send you an email for the right person. And I know this because I worked there for so long. But in addition,
the new director is Reed Miller. Sorry, I'm sorry.
I was going to say, I know the new director came from Acadian, and I just don't know what his name is.
Yeah, he's Reed Miller. I'll give him a call. I have his number.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah,
thank you.
So I'll give him a call.
That was absolutely
on your end.
Well, Stanley, you're right on it. That was one of the things, and I can't remember if Cindy or Tony talked about this in our meeting yesterday. Is we've talked to quite a few people, And we were wondering, you know, if you have contacts in your regions or anyone on that list, if you guys would be willing to make some phone calls to them and encourage them to complete it. We can send them a new email. We can put it at the top of their email where they can go in and not have to do a search. We can do whatever they need. We can
in there. Yes.
We can sit on the phone and help them fill it out. We can support them in any way needed to do it. But maybe coming from a peer will help. So anyway, I'm jumping in, but I'm gonna let Cindy go ahead and.
Yeah, I know we jumped around, but
Yes,
this
we
is
did.
definitely what we was hoping would happen by putting the list up there, that you guys may recognize some of these or know how to be able to guide us to where we can get in touch with the correct person.
So in addition to that, I'm sorry, but my director has not filled it out. I see my St. Charles Parish Hospital EMS is on there. My director has not filled it out.
Right.
Last time we had this discussion, I went to him and I asked him to do it. He has been very busy. Is there a way that you could send it to me? And if he wants to fill it out, I'll forward it to him. If he doesn't want to fill it out, he can let me do it. Is there a way that you could send that to me instead of to him?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes, because their name is on there, but they are not the ones who specifically needs to fill it out.
Right.
But if he tells you that it's fine, you can fill it out.
Okay.
And I can tell you one of the things we will do, certainly we're doing it as we go along with this process, but for future, we're going to really work really hard on keeping and monitoring that we have an updated list of who's who. Of course, the pandemic didn't do anybody any favors with personnel changeover and all of that stuff and time, but that is one of the things we're going to put in our algorithm to really do a better job with keeping up with changes and making sure that list is correct, because there have been a number of changes from the list that we have. So I'll be quiet and let Cindy.
No, I think all of this led up from off of what Randy was saying with the charter is how we got started. And so, yes, that's one of the things we're going to put on our list, see who are the key people who need to be able to sign this charter. And
I did leave a number of blanks on the signature page. When I've been involved in organizations before that were just getting started, typically the people that signed the charter were the people that were there at the start. And that's how I would envision this too. Anyway, I don't have anything further on the charter unless you have questions of me.
No, and if everyone feels comfortable with going with the initial group that got this started as the signature group, that's what will be the next step, is to circulate this to the initial group for signatures. So you will see that, and when I get that list from Randy, you'll see that come out, and it will likely be coming through DocuSign. So if you see something through DocuSign, that's what that will be.
And Justin, that email came from the University of Utah, is where those are the ones who conduct the actual survey, is where it would have come from.
Okay. Yeah, I looked, I searched a whole bunch of keywords, including Utah, and I haven't found it. So I might have deleted it.
Your system may have deleted it too.
Yeah, system might have blocked it. I don't know.
Justin, I can send you an email right now that will give you the information that you need.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done with the thing. I just
you did it. Okay.
Yeah, my biggest thing is there was something wrong where people aren't receiving it. If we could fix that so much.
Correct.
For me,
you're absolutely correct, and you're right on point with that. And we are definitely going to put some system in to figure out what, why that happened. And on top of, especially those that we had the correct email address to. So,
Yeah.
Right. And we were also thinking, because it was sent out in May, the 1st of May, June, July, yes, the 1st of May, that here it is now 2 weeks before. A lot of people have, if it was something that came up and they just kind of looked over, it really got looked over by this point. So, but that's when it was, everybody received theirs on the 1st of May is when the survey started. That's when you would have received it. So, okay, so next thing where we really need to talk about is this trauma symposium / training that we are planning in December in New Orleans.
I'm sorry, can I interrupt real quick?
Yes, you can.
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah. So it looks like an advertisement for yeah. It's I
Can
don't
you
know.
forward it to me? I
So
can
like
see.
probably because as a in my position, I get so many emails from vendors and things like this, and this looks like just another EMS vendor type of pediatric thing. I mean, when I look at it now, knowing what it is, it says, log in and do this and do that, and then send these names at the bottom. But when you first look at it, it looks just like a generic vendor kind of email. So that might be part of it. Who asked for me to send it to them?
Miss Cindy, me. Yeah, I just want to see.
That is super helpful to know.
Right.
Yeah, I could tell you because honestly, whenever I was looking a few minutes ago, I actually saw this, and I just scrolled because the name comes up as National Pre-Hospital Pediatric Readiness Project, and I've never associated the name with the survey that I've done just for whatever reason. So I probably just skipped over it.
Yeah. Okay, then. Let's see.
It looks
So,
amazing.
yeah, I got it.
So the link to get to the assessment, the website, is not unique to each agency, I think. So what we can do is just email the link to this entire group, our entire PECC consortium, so that it comes directly from Cindy Duplessis. And maybe that'll be more easily recognizable. And we know it's going to go to the PECC because, like Lauren said, it could have gone to someone else in the agency. So Lauren, you don't necessarily need to ask, that other person in your agency to forward it to you. We'll just send you the link and you can just start filling it out.
I was going to suggest
That would be
also
great, yeah.
right before they send it out, maybe just simply send an email, say, hey, be on the lookout, PECC coordinators, you're going to be getting an email from such and such, don't delete it. That's how we do our annual survey. That would have kind of put it on my radar to do it.
Okay.
And again, if you see a peer that you have a relationship, you have a contact with, please feel free to give them a ring and encourage them to fill it out. And the other thing we've gotten is someone is new in that role and they weren't really sure what it was all about. They weren't sure that, they really needed to fill this out. Is this legitimate? Should I fill this out? Things like that. So if you're able to, and you see folks on that list who you is one of your peers, one of your colleagues, please feel free to give them a ring and
So if
ask
y'all
them.
send me the link and I can see names on here, like I thought I saw those Allens or one of our little fire stations out here that we do training for. I can forward it to you're saying I can forward whatever you forward to me to them and ask them to fill
Yes,
it out,
yes,
correct?
yes,
Okay.
you will be able to do that. Because it just takes them straight to the beginning of the survey.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can look on that for you. See if I see anybody out here.
Yeah, the actual, I see,
Yeah, like the Zolman's Fire Department, we were at the Zolman's over the weekend doing EMR training.
I'm looking at Justin's email that he received from the project, and that's exactly just what he says. I mean, it says National Pre-Hospital Pediatric Readiness, but the subject is elevate your fire agency's care for children.
Yeah, yeah. I would have thought that was an advertisement.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about a survey. It has the word survey nowhere in here.
I'm sorry, Cindy, what was the subject line again? I wanna be able to let them know to find the email.
Elevate your fire rescue agency's care for children.
Okay.
Yeah.
By buying one of our products.
Yeah.
And when was it sent out? Do you remember the date?
May 1st, everyone.
1st?
Yes, the survey was sent out on May 1st, and it's from the National Pre-Hospital Pediatric Readiness Project, PPRP. On May 1st. James, did you receive it?
Stanley, y'all's has already been completed.
Yeah, ours is completed, but I'm gonna reach out. So I have contacts with 4 of the people that Jimmy Vance with NOFD, Joey at West Jeff, Reed at East Jeff, and Heather Chanot at Tulane. So I'll reach out to all of them today and see if I'm actually looking up Jimmy Vance's number, his desk phone, because I can call him directly, and I'll see if he can get that filled out as soon as possible.
Good.
Miss
I'm
Cindy,
so
I'm
glad I
not
filled out
sure if I
mine.
filled it out or not.
Okay.
I think I did, and my name don't appear on that list. I didn't find it anyway.
Jackson. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Jackson Parish.
Guess I should have looked at the list first to make sure.
Jackson's is done.
Jackson's is done.
Good job.
Someone did fill it out for your service.
I think I did.
Oh,
It wasn't, it was like you said, though, it was not, I wasn't aware exactly what it was.
correct. Correct. Okay. So let me pull this back up. Okay. So the symposium training in December, we're still working on that. Have made some progress on what we want and don't want. We're still not sure of, there isn't a date, correct? Randy, Tony?
Yeah, I think that that's going to be depending on when we have space. It won't be
Nope.
Thursday.
It will either be December 4th or December 6th.
Yes. December 5th, that Thursday is the trauma conference. So ideally Wednesday before or Friday after.
Right. And so we'll definitely update you guys as we find out more about this. So,
But we do, you guys, one of the things you asked about is having this annual conference. So this is kind of going along with that. This one will be in New Orleans. We are trying to pair it up the same week with the trauma conference at UMC so that folks are also coming down for that. It'll be one trip, but ours will be a 1-day, 6-hour conference. And as Cindy said, we're getting the specifics together. Randy and Dr. Gross are kind of working through through that process. But hopefully very soon we can send out at least a save the date, and then we'll get more details out after that. And it definitely will be free to you guys to attend.
So, and in the meantime, I got the Lake Charles Medical Hospital is having a trauma symposium, and it's pediatric trauma is heavy on their agenda for that day. I will be attending. I just wanted you guys to know that it's free for you, if for all medics who want to attend. It's free for medics. So I think it'd just be a good opportunity to definitely meet with other people, meet with other PECCs from other services, or try to recruit PECCs from other services or for other services if we go there. I did attach a flyer to that in the invite as well, if you wanted to take a look at it and be able to sign up as well.
And Tony and Cindy, I don't know if you guys want to mention moving forward that we will have a kind of a standing agenda with educational training included in the meetings. And you guys will get the agenda up front to know kind of what the training will be on for that month. And please share anyone that we haven't shared with on that invite list that you think would benefit from hearing about it. Please share that and have them join.
Absolutely. And the next thing we were going to talk about was the list of non-respondents, but I think we've covered that pretty much. Again, I left the link there, but I will send out another one along with a little email asking them not to delete it, but to complete it, and see if we could get some responses like that. So Dr. Gross has reached out as well to see, to have other people to try to reach out to these services as well. So we're definitely trying to get this done within by the 31st, because after that, they will not be accepting anything.
And we want to give you guys some time back today to hopefully make some of those phone calls and help out with that. So we didn't necessarily fill this hour and have an additional training during this time because we wanted to give you some time back that if you had people that you could reach out to, that you could use that extra time to do that.
Any last word for the good of the cause? Dr. Gross?
I did just send an email with the link and all that to everybody in East Baton Rouge Parish. So any fire department that's in East Baton Rouge Parish, I sent it to them. So hopefully they'll get it done.
Awesome.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Cindy, I can't find that email at all in my system. I believe I did complete it. I hope I did. And I did send you an email, Cindy. Did you get it?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Thank you. I would forward it, but I can't find it to forward it. So
Okay.
thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, I think you completed yours.
Woo!
So,
You did.
So now, Vincent, can you spend the next 20 minutes and call everybody else up on the North Shore and tell them where the link is?
Well, that's just it. I was Cindy, if you can maybe resend that to me, I'll send it to the other individuals. But you said y'all were sending something out, so I figured I would do it.
yeah,
Cindy, if you can send that to me, I'll forward some, I'll help out, you know.
That's what I'll do. I'll just write up a little something before I send it out so everybody will have it.
And it may be if you guys see that, oh man, I see on the list you have so and so and they're not there anymore, or they don't do that anymore. Let us know that too, so that we know that's a contact that we need to update in the system for sure. So if you see that, definitely shoot Cindy an email and let her know this person needs to be replaced with so and so. That they're not, or just say they're not there anymore, and this is who I'm gonna reach out to. So that we can kind of start the process of updating our who's who in that group.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I did, Gail. That's what I sent to Cindy.
Perfect, perfect.
And
Thank
for
you so
those
much.
of you guys who have done it, I have not heard anyone say what a pain in the neck it was. So that's good. That's another
It
thing
wasn't
you
that
can
bad.
spread the word on. It's not that bad.
Dr. Rose, I did have to get out of my desk to go check something.
Oh, man.
Honestly, you know, now that you want complaints, I'm sure we could come up with.
Your chair has wheels on it, huh? Why didn't you just push yourself where you wanted to go?
It rolls backwards. I don't have to struggle to get up to go do that, but yeah, you know.
All right, good.
Okay, well, thank you so much, everybody. I'll get this to you. And yes, let's circulate it and see if we can get some responses before the 31st.
All right, thanks, you guys.
Thanks,
Thank you
everybody.
so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.